It's one of the greatest cities the world has ever known and the only city spanning 2 continents. For over a millennium, it was the capital of the entire civilized world. The Greeks built it as Byzantium, the Romans changed it to Constantinople. Today, this exotic and enchanting city is known as Istanbul. Turkey holds a strategic position between East and West. Istanbul is no longer its capital, but it is its biggest and busiest city with 15 million inhabitants. The Bosphorus Strait divides the European part of Istanbul from the Asian part. The centre is further divided by the Golden Horn, separating the historic Old City from the new European part. We'll show you around starting with Sultanahmet, the old part of Istanbul. Topkapi Palace was home to the great Ottoman sultans. Their empire dominated southeastern Europe and the Middle East for hundreds of years. Visitors also come to see holy hair from the beard of Prophet Muhammad, brought back by Sultan Selim I after he conquered Egypt in 1517. Hagia Sophia was the greatest church in Christendom. The cathedral was built 1,000 years before St. Peter's in Rome. When the Ottomans conquered Constantinople in 1453, Mehmed II went straight to Hagia Sophia. Instead of destroying the church, he fell in love with it, covered over the Christian mosaics and turned it into a mosque. The spectacular Blue Mosque is not to be missed. Sultan Ahmet started building it when he was 17 years old, apparently to atone for the sins he committed in the harem. Its name comes from the blue hue from over 20,000 tiles. The tiles originated over 2,000 years ago in the village of Iznik in northwest Turkey, but the craft was soon mysteriously lost. The town is where the Europeans settled in the 19th century, and it soon became known as the Paris of the East. It's home to Istanbul's grandest hotel, the Pera Palace.
We're going up.
It was built by George Nabal Mackers, who was responsible for the Orient Express. When he linked Paris with Istanbul by train, he realized he needed a hotel grand enough for his wealthy clientele. One famous guest was Agatha Christie, who wrote Murder on the Orient Express here. She herself created a mystery when she went missing for 11 days from room 411. After all that culture, how about some shopping? The Grand Bazaar has to be one of the oldest shopping malls on earth. Built in the 15th century, it has over 4,000 shops. Shops here used to supply the Ottoman palaces, but now it's a tourist mecca, which means lots of souvenirs. Be prepared to bargain hard. Istanbul's trams are a great way to get around the old city in air-conditioned comfort when the temperature's pushing 100 degrees outside. A great way to cross the Bosphorus from one side of the city to the other is by ferry. Most locals live on the Asian side and use the ferries to get to and from work. If you're travelling further afield, then buses are a good option. Make sure you travel with a reputable bus company whose drivers are not overworked. Turkey has one of the worst road accident rates in the world. A must for rejuvenating the mind, body and spirit is a hammam, a Turkish bath. Hammams actually originated from Roman Byzantium, but because cleanliness is such a major part of the Muslim faith, the Turks made it their own. Or why not try out another favourite of the Sultans, belly dancing? Some say the ancient art of belly dancing came from Egypt, others claim it came from India. Either way, it's thought it originated from the Roma or Gypsy people. In the Middle East, belly dancing was a fertility rite as well. It was believed that the movements used aided women in childbirth. A completely different form of dancing you will come across in Istanbul is the dance of the Sufis, more commonly known as the whirling dervishes. This Mevlevi order was founded in the 13th century by the Sufi poet and philosopher Rumi. It was outlawed by Ataturk in the 1920s as part of his modernization of Turkey, but was revived in the 1950s. Istanbul stays up late. There are plenty of backstreet restaurants serving some great Mediterranean food, and locals keen to show you that belly dancing is not just for girls. Be prepared to join in. A 5-hour bus ride from Istanbul is Gallipoli, the site of the long and bloody battle of the First World War. During World War I, the British and Allied troops tried to invade Turkey, landing troops on the Gallipoli Peninsula. After a battle lasting 8 months, the Allies accepted defeat and withdrew, 130,000 men having lost their lives. The whole 13-square-mile area of the battlefield is now a giant cemetery. To catch one of Turkey's most memorable festivals, make the 3-hour journey in June to Edirne for the Kirkpinar Wrestling Tournament, where 1,000 wrestlers battle it out for the coveted gold belt. Stripped to the waist and slathered in olive oil, this kind of wrestling is an ancient Turkish art. Its origins lie in the 14th century, when the son of a sultan was marching to battle. He let his warriors wrestle at camp, but one pair who was evenly matched would not submit. They died of exhaustion. This contest has been held in their honor ever since. Wrestlers fight non-stop for a full 40 minutes or until one is pinned to the ground or submits. There are no draws. Istanbul. The ornate domes, minarets and palaces all bear witness to its rich and important past. Today it's not only Turkey's cultural heart, but a thriving, vibrant and enchanting city.